Hey guys, it's your boy Jperp. Brand new video from DayZ. I'm playing DayZ Epoch. I didn't really feel like playing DayZ standalone. I didn't really think that it's gonna be one of those good games that are gonna, be really good in pre-alpha, kind of like how a lot of people envision Minecraft being in pre-alpha. It was a amazing game, but obviously it's been selling a lot. It's a really good game. No doubts about it, but I want to save it for at least a little bit further. That way, when I get into the game, it's going to be a lot better. Not really going to have a whole lot of issues. So I'm bringing this new video from DayZ for you guys. I think I started in Cherno, spawned in Cherno, fresh spawn. This is the same server I played on in the last video, so a lot of my my humanity stayed the same. So I wanted to come in, hit up Cherno real quick, do a loot run. So I wanted to go hit up this large industrial building because this is one of the bigger spawns for industrial. That way I could pick up like a toolbox and other small stuff like that. As I'm walking up the stairs, I kind of feel like I hear footsteps. So I'm thinking, all right, either it's a zombie or it's a person. So my my senses are kind of heightened right now. So I'm kind of walking around. I don't really think at this point anybody's here because I didn't see anybody. As you guys can see in that top left-hand corner, is actually a guy laying down up there, and turned out to actually be a really cool guy. I see him right here at the last possible spot, so I kind of poke down. That way hopefully he doesn't have a gun or anything. But he was really cool. He was actually in voice comms, but he was a really chill guy.
Hey, do you need anything? Help of any sort?
And then I asked for that I said I was good. That I asked for food. I didn't have my microphone hooked up at this particular point.
Okay.
The guy was really cool.
I
hung out with him for a good bit. He actually gave me a helicopter ride up to the trader camp up at Starry. He was a really cool person. He paid for the helicopter and he paid for a prefab base. So the cool thing about this particular server is if you give them a donation, they'll give you a little bird that will respawn in your base every single day. So even if somebody steals it, you can pretty much get it back every single day. So it's really cool. This guy was definitely a really nice guy. He wasn't a bandit. Turns out he likes to play bandit, but he wasn't at this particular moment, which is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm unarmed, so like I said, you'd appreciate if you didn't kill me. But I'm not gonna be a douche yet. I definitely want to get geared up before I start being bandit.
You spawn with a lot of gear. You spawn with the map and a hatchet.
That's a new thing about a server I didn't really know, is that you spawn in with maps and hatchets and everything. So that was pretty cool. That's one of the things I didn't know since I played last month or so, however it's been. He got on the phone with his friend. That's his friend right there in the pickup truck. He was going to come take him up to his base to go pick up his helicopter. As you can see, it's only a two-seater, so he wasn't able to pick me up or anything. So I started to head up north to the Starry Trader by foot, which is only about maybe a 20-minute walk. It's really not that bad, especially a B-shot line for it. So it wasn't really too bad of a walk. Hopefully I can pick up a couple loot spawns here and there. Nothing too bad, but. And right here is where we got a little dumb stuff. I found this helicopter. I was like, "Ooh, yes, down helicopter." This is like some of the best guns in the game spawn. So this is I was like all over this shit. But I knew somebody was probably watching this, but I didn't really have a whole lot of gear, so I wasn't really caring. I had no weapons. Heard the vehicle, so I started to get a little nervous, and I ran over this way. Unfortunately, I looked the wrong way, and as you can see, boom, got hit. So that sucks. I was within 100 meters of the freaking trader camp, so this douchebag was playing bandit, which is cool. I mean, it is what it is. I was gonna call him a douche or a dick, but I didn't really feel like it. I would have done the same thing. Touche for him. But yeah, I got killed. Spawned over by Quarry, which is a pretty cool spawn. In my last video, I had a base right around this particular area. I went up there and checked, but it's not there anymore, unfortunately. I guess it got wiped in the server reset or whatever, but the guy picked up from the helicopter. Dude dropped me off over at the trader camp. Unfortunately, the footage I had for the helicopter got, deleted or destroyed. I couldn't put it in Vegas for some reason, so fortunately I wasn't able to get any of the helicopter footage. Nothing really happened, but it was a really cool shot that I had. I started to flip loot inside the camp, so got a gun, got a bunch of gear, got some money. As always, I bought my bike, best freaking vehicle in the entire game. Obviously no storage, but I mean you can definitely travel very fast, very quietly, which is, in my particular opinion, that's the best way to play. So I started to head up north. and as you can see, head up to Northeast Airfield. Set up my camp, set up my camping tent. You know, this is, you know, in the last video I was camping Northwest Airfield, so I figured I'd try Northeast Airfield. You know, see what I can get out of it. And this is one of my favorite spots. It's against the road, right against the fence, with a little, you know, wooden fence right here, set of trees. You can lay down, get a really good vantage point of the entire airport, you know, and you have the upper hill, so, you know, you have the advantage in this situation. This is probably one of my favorite spots. But yeah, you know, as you can see in that hangar right there, that's actually the aircraft vendor. You know, I can't shoot him. This particular moment when I'm playing, I'm actually AFK. I actually walked away from my computer and didn't even realize it. Thankfully, I left my my scope in at the right point, but I didn't even realize that these dudes were here. You know, I think I walked up, got something to drink, or, you know, might have got my daughter something to drink or something like that. But I wasn't at the, you know, at the mouse at this particular moment. But thankfully I was able to pick it up, you know, on the kill cam, or not on the kill cam, on the feed itself. But they actually go and buy an airplane, and as you can see right there, dude, that'd have been a perfect kill. The dude was standing still. I could see him. I really wish I wasn't freaking AFK, because I would have been a kill all day long. This particular weapon I think I'm using the MK12. It's used to be a sniper rifle that you can zero with, but actually in this particular game, this update, they changed it. So I didn't really know where center was. You know, it was 250, 300, 350. I wasn't really sure. So right about here, as soon as they cut on the engine, I think I get back on my computer, and I'm just like, oh shit, you know, let's get these people. You know, so I kind of got nervous and I fucked up. I took a shot. It's the dumbest thing you can do. You don't shoot in this game, especially if you're sniping, unless you have a shot. So I kind of panicked, did something stupid. You know, unfortunately, I kind of gave away my position, but it wasn't really too bad, because I don't think these guys, you know, they come back in the video a little bit later on, but they didn't give me too much hassle at this particular point. You know, I was, after I took the first shot and I realized I shouldn't have done it, I was more or less trying to figure out where my center mass was at 300. Soon to find out it was right at 300. I thought it was at 250. You're going to see me miss a bunch of shots trying to figure out exactly where my bullets are actually dropping. But they fly away. They don't give me too much of a hassle. They do come back later in the video, but you guys will be able to see that. Bon voyage. Then this dude pops up. I'm just like, oh man, this is not going to be good. This is a armored vehicle. I can't shoot it. You know, I might be able to pop the tires, but I'm not going to be able to shoot through the windows, or, you know, especially with that 50 cal up top. That thing's a beast. So, if he heard my shots, more or less what he's probably doing is he's trying to draw fire from me, which is, you know, what rookie snipers tend to do. So now I'm trying to calm my nerves. I'm really trying to focus. He stops at the 2 barracks, you know, and I'm thinking, alright, I might be able to get a shot depending on how. See, and then I did it again. I shot, and I shouldn't have done it. I'm rushing. You don't do that in this game. You wait for your shots. You wait for them to sit still. And if I was smart, and this is what you guys should do, if they're going to gear up in this building, wait until they're going to go back to their vehicle and select gear, because then they're going to kneel down and sit still. That would have been the smart thing to do. Actually, that's what I should have done, but I didn't do. So they obviously know I'm here. My cover isn't blown, but they still don't really know where I'm at quite yet. And, you know, unfortunately, like I said, I have a really shitty computer, so my render distance wasn't set very far. That's why you can't really see if the doors are open or shut, or, you know, whatever it may be. I see this dude. I'm trying to pop the tires, that way they can't, like, retreat. And as you see, I'm kind of all over the tire. I'm trying to figure out where my zero is. I'm trying to see where my bullet's landing. Thinking that these guys are going to be somewhere around this building, so I pretty much got them locked down. I'm really not too worried about it. They haven't really seen me quite yet. This is where your heart starts beating, and where this game just gets so freaking intense, just like no other game you guys have ever played. Trying to scope him out. Now see this dude pop out. I'm like, alright. So now they're definitely looking for me. See, now I know what he's doing. He's trying to draw fire because more than likely, because there's at least 3 of them I think I saw, he's trying to draw fire so somebody else can see my muzzle flash. And, you know, I've already made so many mistakes at this point. I'm really trying to slow down. You know, I'm really trying to call my shots. This weapon sucks. It's really bad. It's like a 2 to 3 shot kill, and I think even another part in the video I get a 4 shot kill, which sucks balls. And I didn't even get the kill with the 4 shots. But I think I landed one on this guy. Unfortunately, it doesn't get a kill off of him, but at least I landed a shot on him. You know, I really started to learn where my zeroing's at. Next time I honestly play this game, I'm never playing with this freaking sniper rifle again. It's basically just a, you know, an M4 with a scope on it. It's garbage. It used to be pretty good, but not so much anymore. This dude pops up in the turret. I try to line it up, and then he jumps down real quick. They jump in their vehicle, and it looked like only one of them jumped in the vehicle, so I know he's trying to draw fire. I know that's all he's trying. He's trying to drag my attention so the other guys can sit there and scope me out, which, as you guys can see, I played into it. You know, I'm trying to see where he's going, if he's gonna run me over, or if he's gonna come closer to me, or, you know, trying to keep him in scopes to see what he's doing, because he still has that big ass gun, and I'm not 100% sure if somebody else jumped in with him or it was just one. More than likely it was just one, but I wanted to make sure. I'm trying to keep an eye on both places, trying to see what's going on. He's just trying to draw fire. He's not doing anything out there in the field, especially if he's by himself. So I'm not 100% worried about him. I'm more worried about the other guys if they're still at the building itself. And this is where you wait. This is where you be patient about this game. And I see the other dude there, so definitely, obviously, they're not, you know, all hanging out. Then I see the Humvee popping out. I try to pop the tires. I've been trying to land as many shots in the tires, and then boom, got a hit. Center chest. You know, he moved pretty quick, so I wasn't able to actually land the kill, but at least I got center mass on him, so he's going to be kind of hurting for the most part. But now I really got a good feel about where my zero is. This zombie, dude. I popped like 4 shots of standing into this dude, and he still freaking lives. Downside of these zombies, freaking homos, is that they blow your cover really bad, you know, waiting for aggro. So I just down them as fast as I can. Always keep a silenced weapon on you guys. That way you guys can headshot your zombies really quiet. Keep your cover. Trying to get eyes back on these guys. The Humvee's still there. I'm not really worried if they gone anywhere, so they're definitely still in the vicinity. And then I spot this dude. He's trying to scope me out. I should have shot a little higher. I don't think I actually got a hit on this guy. I might have just there, but I'm not 100% sure. But they know where I'm at now, so this is starting to not be such a great situation to be in. Definitely for sure not to be a good situation to be in. But I'm trying to get this guy. I don't really know where my bullets are landing. I really can't see the ping of the bullet. So I'm just trying to put as much bullets into him as I can. Maybe I get lucky on a headshot or something. But, you know, they know where I am. There's no point in sitting still anymore because they obviously, you know, one of them's going to get a good shot on me. Thankfully, none of them are really good shots at all. Just unfortunate like I was being right here. So I'm trying to bounce around these bushes a little bit, trying to see if I can just move around. You know, probably isn't the best idea to stay where you were, but I wanted to see if I could just kind of see if maybe they're advancing on me, or, you know, if they're just sitting still, you know, trying to sniper, because obviously one of them has a sniper. It sounds like it. So I'm really not feeling good about sitting right here, so I'm thinking about pushing back into the woods behind me. You know, moving back to the forest itself. There's another row of trees I think I advanced to. Trying to keep within tree cover at a distance, that way they really can't see where I'm at per se. Just really trying to keep an eye that way if they're not advancing on me or if they're trying to flank me, you know, just trying to cover all my corners per se. I'm gonna start pushing back to the second row of trees. Ooh, close shot. So I'm definitely not gonna sit still. I'm definitely gonna keep pushing back to this forest. I'm gonna try to get the hill around me, that way they don't have a straight line of shot. I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit for you guys, because a lot of this is just gonna be a lot of running. Then they get in the Humvee, and they start to follow me. So now they're trying to circle me, so I kind of feel like I'm behind enemy lines at this point, because I don't know if somebody's on top of that Humvee, you know, on the 50 cal. They haven't got any shots off with the 50 cal quite yet. But I don't know yet, so that's, you know, you always gotta keep that threat in your mind and keep that option of, do they have somebody on the 50 cal, or do they still have somebody at the sniper tower looking at me? So you really kind of keep all your items or all your options in one place. So I got a good clean line of sight. I got this little brick wall to kind of protect me. That way, you know, if they were to see me from the sniper tower, they're not going to see me too well. But I can still pretty much see them, you know, on a good stance. I started talking shit on side chat just to screw with them, telling them how bad of a shot they were, and you know, just to see if they can, just to antagonize them, to see if they can keep screwing with me a little longer, because I don't really want this gunfight to end. I was having some fun, you know. I was prepared to die, but I didn't want to, you know. Just trying to make it as fun as possible. Trying to tell them please learn how to shoot and stuff like that. You know, if I think honestly, if I would have had an M24, which I'm probably gonna go back and buy as soon as I get back on the server, I'd have had kills on point, because the M24 still zeros, and I believe it's a one-shot kill. So, and it's definitely a little bit further resumed. So if next time I come to this airfield, I'm gonna have me an M24 sniper rifle. If not, something better, because they actually added a bunch of better sniper rifles in this game. So, as you guys can hear, they're still driving around me, and I don't know if they're just trying to scare me, or if they're trying to find me, or if they're trying to draw fire. I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna stay not particularly still, but I'm gonna stay aware of my situation and try to figure out what they're doing. If they're just trying to pull my attention to the Humvee and they're gonna flank behind me, or whatever it may be. So they're looking for the kill, I'm looking for the kill, and it's just honestly, it's a battle of patience and who wants to hang out the longest. As you can see, got pretty close to me. Didn't look like anybody was on top of the turret, but that's a pretty high armor around the turret, so you really can't tell too well. Then I hear, sounds like an airplane. I'm really not sure like what that is, so I'm just like, okay, is there an airplane flying around? It doesn't sound like the Humvee that I was using, but you know, that they were using per se, but it sounded like an airplane just started up. There's the Hummer again, just trying to circle me. I felt like I sat here for almost an hour. I know I cut a lot of it out, but they circled me for a good bit. I don't know if they were just being cautious or not, but I stayed here for a good bit. I think they saw the zombies and thought maybe they were because of me, but I'm not 100% sure. But I was gonna stay long enough until they either left or gave up on me and went back to the barracks, and maybe I could take another pop shot at them. But you know, I wanted to try and see what happened here. I thought I saw a zombie aggro up here. I'm not sure if that's what it was or not, but you know, it was just something I wanted to kind of pay attention to. Because as you know, zombie aggro is usually towards a player, so it's always a good way to find people. And right about here, I've sat here for almost 30 minutes. Hadn't seen the honeybee fly around too much. I can still hear them. But I'm in a really good patch of forest, and I think they're just kind of circling the forest itself, and it's not really a big circle, it's really an odd shaped forest, so I haven't seen them in a while. I hadn't heard them in a, close. I try to flank around the mountain, around the trader zone, to see if that's where they might have been. Got a little bit lower on the side of the hill, hit up a few trees right here to see if I could maybe reset and get some more cover and get a different vantage point on the hill. That way, if they're still looking for me, then maybe they thought I went in the opposite direction. So that was my tactic. That's why I did what I did right here. I'm still trying to see if anybody's still at the airfield. I still see a little bit of zombies here and there. So I know definitely somebody's still over there for sure. But I don't really know where at this particular point. And then this dude pops up. There's two of them. And they don't really look like they're geared to the T, but like I said, they just came out of the barracks, which is high loot value, so really don't know what they have. They might have a sniper in their backpack, so they're always going to be a threat to me. So they jump on two bikes, and they start doing like these tricks. I don't even know how they did these tricks, to be honest with you. Or if it's just them lagging, but it looks like they're doing wheelies and stoppies and stuff like that. This is the trick I usually do a lot, just to find out, what particular meter they are at. So right around this particular area is right around 500 meters away from me. That way I know how to zero. Like I said, 300 I believe is center mass. So I have to go 2 mil dots down on the scope to get 500 meters. So I see them pop back out. They're screwing around. I can tell they're not pros. They're really not just screwing around, trying to have a lot of fun. In the game. They're not taking it too seriously, but I'm all about getting the kill. I haven't really got one yet at this particular moment, so I'm really anxious and I really want to get this kill done. So they jump off their bikes and like a bunch of nubs, they start taking pop shot at zombies, which is like the dumbest thing you can do in this particular game. It's just no reason, because you can just train or you can deal with zombies. They're not hard, you know what I'm saying? You can kite them. They're just, it's simple. So 500 meters, I was going to take a shot at this guy, but he moved, so I was like, alright, move on with this one. And right about here, boom, I had a hit. And I was really expecting it to be a kill because it looked like a headshot, but it wasn't. So I was a little pissed off about that it didn't get a kill. This is really where I started to realize this weapon just sucks the donkey dick. So I tried to see if I could maybe pop a couple different shots, kind of get the trajectory going. But as you can see, I missed that shot, so should have took my time, should have waited for him to pop his head back out, but I didn't. I hear the airplane again in the background. So I'm thinking, alright, maybe somebody's coming back. And here comes this dude. I'm not going to take that particular shot because that's, a left or right shot. It's not a really easy one to take, and I don't want to keep blowing my cover, especially with this airplane right in my face. I think he might realize what's going on, so I think he tries to get the hell out of here as I speed it up a little bit, because he kind of just flies around the airport, goes up and down, up and down. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Might be drawing cover, might be teamed up with his guys. I really don't know at this point, so I'm going to play cautious and not fire as much as I don't have to. And then you start seeing more zombies spawning, which is usually a clue that those guys may have not have left. So I'm staying aware, I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at. Then I noticed a helicopter spawn. I was like, oh shit, somebody's at the trader post right now. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna get this hit, because when they jump into the helicopter, they're not gonna be able to take off super fast. It's gonna take at least 3 or 4 seconds for them to pop off. So I get my shot done, you know, I get my range ready to go. And I'm waiting for this dude to pop out, because he's gonna jump in his helicopter any second now. And there he is. Got my mill dots all set up for the shot. Wait for him to sit. Boom. Hit. Boom. Hit. Kill. 500 meters. I was pretty stoked. Because I finally got the kill with this weak ass weapon. I was really excited about it. Another zombie comes up in my face, which is actually part of my demise here in a little bit. Then I hear an airplane again, and it just, like, you know, it stops. I'm just like, the hell? Like, what's going on? So I kind of dismissed it because I didn't know why the noise just kind of went away. It sounded like something was coming up behind me. And as you can see, they just killed the engine. So they were trying to land in a coast mode. And if you notice, this is the same airplane from before. From the very first shots I took. But I was kind of using that body as bait, trying to see if maybe they'll go over there, because if they know if they see that body right there, that they might be able to pick up the key and take the helicopter. So I'm really trying to use that as bait. I didn't go over and pick up any loot in this particular video, because it didn't look like they really had a whole lot. They both hit up both barracks, so, you know, I gotta treat them as a high value threat, because now they have, you know, possibly the fact that they have really good weapons. Like I said, I'm just waiting for these dudes to pop out now. Trying to find out where they are at the particular moment. And, you know, they're definitely still within the barracks itself, but I really want to find out, you know, where they are and, you know, if they have any really good weapons on them. So I'm just gonna sit here for a couple seconds and see what I can find. Then I see one of them pop out. Had some sort of rifle on him. Wasn't sure. The other one looks like it goes back into the barracks. Looked like he had a high-powered rifle. Wasn't really sure. I should have took this shot right here. Had the chance, and I choked. But I was trying to be really cautious because, as you guys can see, some of the shots I took before weren't really well placed. So I wanted to make sure he wouldn't go nowhere. Hopefully, I was trying to see if the bike was broken. That way, he would go real slow. But it definitely wasn't. But this guy picked up a really good gun bag. It's one of the best bags in the game. Holds like 50-something slots. It's ridiculous. So I'm trying to watch these guys. You know, I think they spot the fact that the guy's on the ground. This dude looks like he tries to kill him. So it looks like he has a high-powered rifle. You know, the fact that he shot from so far away. You know, so he didn't ask any questions, so they're obviously bandits. So now I'm in the zone. This guy's over here. Looks like he still has an axe. I want to go ahead and get my zeroing down. Or no, usually it's right around 500 meters, so I'm pretty comfortable with it now. So. And it's a good shot from here. So I get a hit marker. I think I get 2 hit markers. And he didn't die. So it's just like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So So now I start to get a little rushed, and you know he's starting to strafe, and he should have been down with 2 hit markers, but apparently it wasn't. So. I see they're looking for me. Miss. Miss. It's just like, oh my god. So I'm trying to take pot shots. You know, I'm getting really close to this dude. And as you can see, it hit right next to his freaking ear. But, you know, I missed him, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm not really too worried about it. And I get another hit here, it looks like. And then I'm a little too high on that one. Hit, marker. It's just like, man, this gun sucks. Looks like I got another hit there, another hit there. It's just like, oh my god, this gun is just pissing me off so much. So one of them figures out where I am. The guy in the hangar figures out where I am because that stupid freaking zombie. So I'm gonna start to retreat. There's no point in sitting still waiting for one of us to get a good hit. He obviously has a high-powered rifle and more than likely better than what the hell I have. So. But this is going to be nearing the end of the video, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys so much. If you guys liked the video, hit like. If you guys want to see some more, hit subscribe. And if you guys have any recommendations, definitely hit them down in the comments. What you guys think about the video and how everything's been put together. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Peace out.